My people, life's a bitch and you just have to learn how to get over it. Every single person goes through issues, every single person goes through struggles, and every single person goes through things and moments in their life where they feel like crying, man. They feel like giving up. But at the end of the day, we all know that the secret hack is consistency. And in order for you to be consistent, there has to be an element of you that is emotionally intelligent enough to understand that, yes, you are going through all these things, but at the same time, you understand how to actually master your emotions so you don't allow your emotions and allow the things that's happening to you actually affect you and stop you from allowing life to actually happen for you, right? Now, I believe in stoicism quite a lot. Stoicism is the art of life is suffering inherently, but at the end of the day, we have only power over the things that we can control. So as a result, you got to do everything in your power to basically make the most out of life and what it actually has in store for you in that current period. And to be honest, it's worked for me for quite a long period of time. It allows me to get up and get things done, get up and record videos like this, wake up early, go to the gym, pray, etc., and install certain disciplines that I know for a fact, because it's worked for me in the past, that if I'm consistent for long enough, then it will end up working, you know? There's, like I said, I started this YouTube channel around 3 months ago and we're growing it quite quickly because of the scale that obviously I'm posting, the amount of failures I'm actually experiencing as well, because the more that you post, especially in a short period of time, of course, not all the videos are going to do well, but at the same time, what it's teaching me is that, okay, cool, there's certain videos that operate better than others. I know these mindset downloads that I'm going to get way less people on them, but I know the people that actually watch them are people that are really tuned in with me, you know what I mean? So that's the reason why I do it. Then I understand that, okay, cool. Majority of my audience at the current moment is in America, but I also have a kind of a duty of care, I could say, to also cater for the UK audience as well. Hence why I report one or two things that happen here as well, you know? And also outside of that, I'm a music producer, sound engineer, so I also have to factor in the music post as well. Like yesterday, I did an update based on the partnership between Suno and Warner. And all of these things and me learning how to, you know, come on here, record videos, how to distribute everything myself, how to organize a team and actually turn this from just it being like a normal YouTube or like a hobby into a semi-production company, you know? It has taught me so many things that inherently I know it's going to actually last me for a very, very long period of time. And in everything you want to build, right, in the beginning, it's not going to make sense. People are going to look at you funny. People are going to doubt you. Even you might even doubt yourself. You might even think, you know, why am I even doing this and staying consistent for long enough? For example, even with streamers, right? Streamers, I know a few streamers. These guys will be literally streaming day in, day in, day out for like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And no one actually shows them love or shows them any attention. All of a sudden, they get maybe one clip that goes viral on TikTok, or for some reason, the audience has just literally organically grown over that period of time. And then all of a sudden, people are now like, oh, I wish I could stream and do what you did, etc. Not realizing that these guys are literally sacrificed everything, you know, just to stream. Same thing applies to music. Same thing applies to anything you want to chase in life. Do you know what I mean? So it's all about understanding that inherently life is suffering. Nothing's going to be easy at all. Nothing is going to be easy. I remember they used to say that phrase where I'd rather cry in a Lamborghini or like a Bentley or whatever than cry on a bicycle. And my friend, it's facts. I don't know about you guys, right? But I'll give you a story, right? A brief story. I remember I was en route to one of my artists' sessions. Peak. So I was en route to one of my artists' sessions, and for some reason, it decides to start beating down in terms of rain. Yeah? So I think I got off the train, and then the buses, like for example, if you had waited at the bus, you would have got drenched anyways, right? So I thought, you know what, let me get a bicycle. I know some of you are gonna be like, nah, this guy's dumb. Do you know what I mean? But I thought, you know what, let me get a bicycle just so I can cut the journey in half, because the bus would have taken like 10 minutes to get there, and then would have taken around 20 minutes to get to the place. The bike, on the other hand, was literally just a 10-minute bike journey. And obviously, I pedal quite fast, you know what I mean? Because I'm in the gym, man, does leg day, you know what I'm saying? By the way, guys, if you guys want me to, it's unrelated, but in the future, if you guys want me to like record like a gym workout or whatever, again, I'm not like the fittest in terms of my belly yet, but I'm pretty sure you guys can see like you know what I mean, I'm there, you know what I'm saying? Like I did 260 kg in the gym yesterday, leg press, and 150 kg hack squat. I'm trying to get up to like 170, then I'm gonna go over to like proper squats and then try 120 or 150 again, and just keep it. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, the gym that's my place. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so pedaling, and then I was dodging corners and stuff like that, making sure that I wasn't getting wet. All of a sudden, I then turned a corner and I didn't realize there was like a massive pool. That massive pool ends up drenching my entire body, bro. Down to my shoes, down to everything, etc. So I end up getting to the session, yeah. Not only was my jacket drenched, not only was my bag drenched, but my shoes were drenched and it seeped into my socks as well. Embarrassing. So man has to literally like take off my shoes, take off my socks, and luckily my artist had like sliders, right? So I was wearing the sliders while I was barefoot. Embarrassing. And there were even like girls that came to the session and stuff like that. Bro, the most embarrassing shit ever. But you know, that's the suffering that you get when again you haven't gone and done your license and done, you know, have a car or be abundant enough to maybe get an Uber. Do you know what I mean? There's always something. There's always something that can literally prevent these situations from happening within one's life. I like to hold so much accountability, and I think I learned this from just a young age, right? Having mentors that were just massively successful. They said in order for you to become successful, you need to elevate into the understanding that every single thing is within your control, or you need to try your best to make everything within your control. What do they mean by that? So let's say, for example, you're working a 9 to 5 and then you're late to your shift. It starts at 9, you get there for 9:05 or 9:30 or whatever. And for some reason, it's because, you know, the trains weren't running that day. Some people will blame it on, manager, the train weren't running that day, blah, 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 etc. What my mentors would say is that, look, if you should have basically checked that the trains weren't running from the day before and prepared yourself, maybe leave 30 minutes earlier, maybe take an Uber, maybe take a bicycle or whatever in order for you to actually get there on time and actually exceed expectations. Some of you might think is ridiculous, but guess what? That's what's required in order for you to actually become massively successful. You know what I mean? You have to be extreme in regards to your accountability and the things that you actually take control of within your life. You know, some people like to say you grab life by the balls. You know, I'm not going to say pause by that because if you're laughing at that statement, then you're mad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Sometimes I like to make you guys laugh. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Because again, as you guys know me for who I am, majority of the time, yeah, I'm serious and stuff like that. But I also like to show this aspect so you guys can see I'm a real guy. But yeah, look, you're going to suffer regardless, whether you like it or not. But you need to pick your suffering and choose where you want to end up in the next foreseeable future. Are you going to suffer in a Bentley or suffer literally on a bicycle? You know, are you going to put yourself in a position where things that the least of your issues is a money issue, right? Or the things that money can basically solve. So then now you need to start solving, you know, the higher issues, you know, your relationship with the Most High, relationship with family, stuff like that. Or are you gonna basically allow money issues to be your issue forever? You know, I know we're in a hard economy and we're in this, etc. But let's be real. Like I've gotten to a point where I realized that money solves almost everything, like 95% of the common person's struggles. You know, if you grow up in the impoverished area, for example, you only see crime and people robbing or doing airport trapping, etc. because they've not had the best things in life, you know. They've seen their parents struggle, etc., to struggle to make rent, to pay bills and stuff like that. Whereas if you go over to the affluent areas, these men are not doing these type of things. You know what I mean? The type of crimes that maybe they will be doing is more like white collar crime, etc. And I don't condone crime at all, do you know what I mean? But just to bring some understanding anyways. But yeah, you don't have to agree with everything I say, guys. But this is just the way that I'm operating. And then me operating like this and giving you guys these mindset downloads of what I'm thinking right now, obviously we'll grow. We'll grow. We can see literally on the channel. I might even add this as like a mini segment as well. By the time the channel is actually monetized, I doubt I'm gonna be showing you guys like the earnings and that. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, bro. We'll see. I might do like an Anton Daniels type thing where we just save that for people on like a group or whatever. Sorry about this, guys. Window. Sorry about that. Can you guys see I'm working, editing, doing everything at the same time, and I got meetings literally in like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna wrap this up. But cool. As you guys can see, I upload every single day. Let's see if we made it 50. And you can see, for example, I get like couple hundred, and I'll try different subjects. This one I thought was gonna bang. You only got 16 views. It got 5 views, 5, etc. Then Black Bones got 200 and whatever. You know. So the ones that get over 100 views, for example, they tend to be like hot topics or what's going on currently, etc. Controversial type stuff. You know. So that's when I realized, okay, cool. Let me actually lock in and start creating more stuff like this and hitting those type of numbers. We got 1K over here. We got 300. I wouldn't be surprised. By the end of today, this is probably going to be like around 700, if not 1K. I can feel it. Because this is what always happens. Like I upload a video, 2-3 days after it starts to pick up. I think because obviously it's a new channel. This one I expect by the end of the day to hit like a couple hundreds as well. This one it got 4 views, you know what I'm saying? So we keep on posting. The mindset uploads to get like 7 views, stuff like that. So we're grinding, bro. Literally grinding in real time. And it's not gonna be easy, but it's definitely gonna be worth it by the time all this stuff makes sense. If you guys enjoy these mindset type of downloads, just literally leave a like, share it with a friend as well, as we're growing this community. And for you lot that actually really fuck with, man, just subscribe as well. It helps the channel grow. Right now we're just under 200 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to get to 1K somehow by the end of the year. God willing, we'll make it happen. But yeah, my people, them, appreciate you looking in always. Take it easy. See you tomorrow.